left with an ill goat who was struggling to pull their supply wagon. I think their goats may have left the mess on the road behind them. Could you follow the road down towards the Red Horn Cavern floor and make sure the dwarves made it all right? Please take this shovel and help clear the road of the mess they left behind. It's gross. I'm just going to be shoveling goat crap. Excellent. There it is. That's a nice pile of dung right there. Looks a little dry though. Alright. And I see a whole little trail of dung along the way, so I'll just keep making my way around.
今からもう一仕事だ、新人。
はい。
まずは日報まとめるぞ。
はい。
あとは検査報告書と写真台帳作っとけよ。
はい。
よし、じゃあ事務所戻ってちょっと。いや、現場じゃできないでしょ。早くしないと残業になっちゃうでしょ。
できてます。
できてんの？
いいや町なら現場にいながら資料作成。建設現場アプリはいいや町。
できてるね。
メタ文字。
So it's a reasonably big map. There's lots of enemies here. And finally, some of the first 6-man instances here in Moria will be coming up on them. And I may do them as I come up on them, or I may save them for a little bit later. We'll see. Just depends. Should be able to get one last one here. And I guess that's where that door led? Never mind. I think that door led through here, so I can go up and down from here. Which is kind of weird, but okay. I'll take it.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Whoa, you smell ripe. Oh, did you clean up the road behind us? The goat pulling our wagon down from the Orc Watch didn't seem too well. Thank you for cleaning up the mess, but please quickly take it over to the pile near the goat. You are looking for a little green from the smell, but I might join you soon. Alright, I added what I collected to the pile. Why don't you move this a little bit outside of where you're hanging out, you know? So you're not chilling next to a pile of goat crap? I don't know.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Other than our goat not feeling well, we've run into a lot of orcs who are in the way of the ore that we came down here for. We didn't make it a night before the fellowship out of the Orc Watch parted ways. Cooley took Audie with him in search of the southern cavern for treasure and ore, and Nock went with Coughley and headed east through the orcs. I worry about those two. I hope they made it wherever they headed. So petrified goat droppings. Gross.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
I'm glad our friends at the Orc Watch sent you to check on us. We didn't need their warning of trouble down here, and they were right. You came just in time. We didn't heed their warning, sorry. We have always had trouble with Moria orcs lurking in dark places, but the White Hand orcs just march in and take what they want. Moria orcs once claimed most of the Red Horn loads, but they let their guard down, and recently the White Hand stormed in and seized control of most of their territory. It's mayhem out there, over our precious ore. You should join the fray, and while they're distracted fighting each other, we will have an opportunity to weaken them both. It's time to strike while the iron is hot. Alright, excellent. And looks like some more quests opened up here.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm, will it be enough?
I was out scouting the movements of the orcs, and I overheard a pair of White Hand archers that wandered by. They didn't see me, and I was able to eavesdrop on their conversation. They mentioned that a White Hand raiding party assaulted the Moria orcs. They fended it off but took many losses. It sounds like the White Hand is gaining control of the Red Horn. It would bode ill for all Moria if they gain control of the resources here. Warden, the only chance we have is if they maintain their struggle, while we work to weaken them both. I suggest that you begin making sure the White Hand raiding parties cease their assault. Look for the
Can I
White
take a
Hand
moment of
raiding
your
parties
time?
between the two tribes of orc encampments.
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the orcs of Moria.
Those blasted orcs stealing our ore? It's intolerable to see them stealing what should be ours. Dwarves found and built this mine first. I wonder what they're finding in the veins they've been tapped into. It's one thing if they're smelting forms of iron or steel, but another thing entirely if they've managed to find mithril. Snatch ore from their dead orc fingers. It would be best to obtain ore from both tribes of orcs to see what they found. Alright. Let me head up here real quick just to see if any other quests opened up. Doesn't really look like it. So let me head back down. And let's go do some quests. Let me take a look at the map. So there should be orcs everywhere. Gonna head towards the quest rings at first. And kill some orcs along the way if I come across them. There's a few. Some items leveling up here. Let me round these two up here. Okay, great. So I've killed all the White Hand ones. Let me see if I can head down here. Take a look at the raiding party. Is that them? Yeah, he's a raider. Excellent. And next up, I need to recover ore. I don't know where this ore is going to be. Let me see if these count for anything else. Doesn't really look like it. I need to find some Moria orcs. And theoretically they should be all over here, but I don't really see any. There you go. Yeah, so let's do it. Start killing some of these.
デビフじゃんデビフじゃん結局デビフじゃんやっぱりデビフじゃんデビフじゃんこれこれこれやっぱりこれデビフじゃん
デビフの商品は人も安心して食べられるような厳選された食材を使って国内で丁寧に作られています。
結局デビフじゃんやっぱりデビフじゃんデビフじゃん
真面目な美味しさデビフペット。
メイヤス森の福ちゃん先生。
ほうほう。
資産形成っていっぱいあるっぺん。リスクは怖い。でも増えてほしいっぺん。もうどうしたらいいっぺん。
ほうほう。それなら
福ちゃん先
生。将来の備えに新提案。明治安田の
Want to have
長
a
期
word
運用
with you?
年金がおすすめ。 この年金で長期的安定的な資産形成を実現。ところでペンタンは卵は一つのカゴに盛るなっていう格言知ってる？
知らないペン。
一つのカゴにたくさんの卵を持っていた場合、そのカゴを落としちゃったらどうなると思う？
全部割れちゃうペン。
カゴを分けて持っておけば一つのカゴを落としても
全部割れずに済むペン。
つまり資産形成するときは投資先を分散させるのが大切だよって意味なんだ。
なるほどだペン。
この投資先の組み合わせのことを資産形成のポートフォリオというんだ。どのカゴにどれくらいの卵を入れるかは人それぞれ。利益重視の人にも安定重視の人にも長期的安定的に運用できる明治安田の長期運用年金はおすすめ。
へえ、でもどうして安定的なんだペン？
それは明治安田が長期運用のプロ集団として運用してくれるから。明治安田の長期運用年金は年金開始時まで長期間お預けいただくことで魅力的な受け取り率が期待できるんだ。
それは嬉しいペン。
金利が上昇すると予定利率の更新や配当金の還元があるから、こんな受け取り率になることも。
すごいペン。
さらに専属の担当者によるアフターフォローで安心。長い期間の運用だから何かあった時にフォローしてくれるのは心強いよね。
何かの時にフォローがあるのは助かるペン。すっきりしたペン。
ズバリ明治安田の長期運用年金とは、長期安定的な資産形成をお手伝い。お客様の資産形成のポートフォリオの中に明治安田の長期運用年金を組み込むことで資産形成の長期安定部分を担うことができるんだ。明治安田の長期運用年金でこれまでの備え方を超えよう。明治安田年金で検索。
明治安田。
See if I can round up a couple. Grab this guy since he's strolling by.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I need
Might
to
I have a
kill
word
one
with
more.
you?
That guy looks like a victim. Excellent. Let's go
Is there
turn
something I
all
can
of
do
these
for you?
in.
Just a moment.
It's not
Might I
too
speak
far,
with you
then
a
we have
moment?
to go too far. So I guess this is like the DMZ over here. You got some
Could I
white
take a
hand
moment
orcs
of your
here,
time?
and then the more orcs over there.
Hello.
Yeah, let me see what this glowing thing is. Looks like a quest item. You can find a report about the Orc tribe. This is a vital piece of information, as it is a good record of the strengths and weaknesses of their tribe. The dwarves of the Orc Watch will find this invaluable. So let me see if I can find the White Hand report real quick. Dang it. Can't
Might
believe
I
I missed
speak
that
with you a
along the way.
moment?
I always miss these item-based quests. So let me come around this other side. Can I even go around? I might have to go up.
Could I take a moment
see.
of your time?
Should be able to come up through here. Here it is. Perfect. I think now I'm ready to go over there and turn these in.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Ah, Kippen, well done. Pushing back the aggressive white hand may give the Moria orcs a chance to fight back. With any luck, they will continue to blunt their swords on each other, while we quietly pick at their numbers.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Ah, wonderful, Kippen. A grisly task well done. We will have the realm back in our hands soon enough.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
We have come to find these tribes of orc are different, and this must be based on their leaders. The Moria tribes don't have much focus on their military. Their army is spread all over Moria and elsewhere, and those here are focused on the mining operation alone. I would guess their leader is a vicious taskmaster. The White Hand seems to be superior tacticians to take over most of the Red Horn loads. They are pushing the Moria tribe out of the Red Horn surprisingly fast. The White Hand's leader must be a brilliant tactical mind. So I guess I need to kill the leaders.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored.
These scouting
The orcs have
reports
surely ruined it.
are mostly drawings and are very useful. This will surely help us dismantle the power struggle of these orcs. There are a few words written here that I cannot understand. I'll bring these to Orc Watcher, the 21st Hall, to have someone familiar with the Orcish tax translate them for me. Alright, so before I continue turning those in, let me come up here real quick and let me reforge my weapon. That way I can continue to gain experience on it.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
Alright, we'll do that. Perfect. And then I'll go down here again. It's a nice little shortcut.
The House of Durin will live forever.
Okay, good. Both of these samples are common iron found throughout Moria. They haven't found anything special yet. But the good stuff is definitely here somewhere. I can feel it. My sense for Mithril may be dulled by our long stay in the Orc Watch, but it's not gone completely. And my reputation has changed. That's good.
Oh, glorious day. We shall soon restore Moria.
Kippen, it is time we find the forges these orcs have kept burning day and night in the Red Horn. They must be somewhere close by because the smell of burned material and metals lingers in the air. Their forges smell like superheated furnaces. The two orc tribe camps must have a few forges of their own. I suspect they are well guarded, so keep your wits about you.
Any foul in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
Our fellowship from the Orc Watch didn't make it far before parting ways. We camped here for a night, then arguments broke out about what we should do next with the ranks of orcs in the way. The two dwarves who headed to the southern caverns were well prepared, but the two who headed east straight into the orcs' territory have me concerned. Please, Kippen, can you look for them and make sure that they made it to where they were supposed to go? They went straight into the middle of the orcs' territory, believing there was a safe road between those orc tribes and camps.
Will it be enough?
It's clear that the invading White Hand is stronger than the orcs of Moria. I am not convinced that the tactics alone are why they are easily winning the struggle for the Red Horn raids. My stinky suspicion is that they have been taught better smithing techniques and may be winning an arms race with the Moria orcs. We found out they both are collecting iron. Maybe the White Hand is able to refine the iron better, and possibly knows how to produce steel. Defeat White Hand orcs and collect pieces of their armor. I would like to inspect their pieces for quality and make sure if my suspicions are correct. Sorry, my phone going off there. Let me shut that off so that doesn't happen again. Alright. So let's go ahead and continue doing some quests. So what am I doing? Let me just head towards these friends. I also need to kill some White Hand orcs and collect their helmets. Right? Is that a thing that I'm doing? We'll see. Yes, that is something that I'm doing. And then let me kill this guy. I discovered a white hand forge. You notice larger orcs are tending the forges and must be wicked metal workers of the enemy.
森とキノコと森林林業白書で知ってほしい。森を歩くと
Is there something I can do for you?
そうだね。それに森は人間の暮らしを支えてもいるんだ。きれいな水を作ったり、二酸化炭素を吸って木材に変えたり、そんな森の働きを支える人たちがいる。
森と人は支え合っているんだね。
読書を読めばよくわかるよ。一緒に読みに行こう。
Just a
森
moment.
林と人と木の今がわかる森林林業白書。
牛乳って実は全然違う。四つ葉を飲むまでは気づかなかったけど、この幸せは四つ葉だけ。四つ葉の牛乳。
Alright, let me start destroying some of these sluice boxes here. The orcs of the Red Horn are busy mining ore and have built sluice boxes to help them filter the ore from the dirt. Destroying the sluice boxes throughout the Red Horn loads can only help to slow down the orcs' mining operations. Sure, why not? We'll do it. Let me kill one last one here real quick.
Hello.
Let me use another one of my speed things here. There we go. If I can run a little bit faster. And I'll keep maneuvering my way across here. Man, I need to destroy 10 of these. That's a lot. About halfway there, though. So I'm actually making pretty good progress here in Moria. Before I came in, I was going to estimate this season to be at around 50 to 60 episodes. And I think that we're on track for that still. If I'm not mistaken. Because we're getting close to 30 episodes so far this season. And I feel like, yeah, we still got a good chunk. Still got to do all the instances. There's another raid. There's several other regions I haven't even gone to yet. So yeah, I think about 50 to 60 episodes for the season. So we're a little over halfway, I would think, or just about halfway. I'm sure I'm gonna have to come back and kill this guy. Or actually, he may be one of the leaders, so I may already have the quest that I need. I really should have interrupted that, whatever though.
Could I take a moment of your time?
No, that didn't count for anything. That's fine. Let me get on my pony here and see what else I can find. I keep calling my goat a pony. Sure, he takes offense to that.
Could I take a moment of your time?
There's the white hand tactician.
Hello.
Okay, so done with that guy.
A lovely day, isn't it?
I think I saw a quest ring up here somewhere. Yeah, there's a quest ring
Might I have
right
a word
there.
with you?
It's right above me, though. I don't know how I can climb up there. Let me go this way, though. Yeah, I think I can climb up there here. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I'll have to find another way. Let me come kill this metal worker, though.
Could I take a moment of your time? What can I do for you this
Alright,
fine
seriously, how do I get up there? Well, no, that's a giant precipice that I definitely don't want to fall down. I need to... I don't know. I don't know how to get up there. It's kind of crazy. Trying to find any way up that I can, and I'm going completely the opposite way of pretty much every quest here. Okay, this looks promising. Yes, perfect. Now you may be noticing a ton of stairs around here. That's a bit of an allusion to one of the 6-man instances here, which we'll be getting to.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
These white hand helms seem to be made of steel, but while the white hand orcs seem to have basic skills in steel making, the helmets are not of very high quality. However, even low quality steel is far superior to the iron equipment of the Moria orcs and what they have been making. I have never heard of orcs working with steel before.
Hello.
So what could this mean? It raises a lot of questions about the white hand. The white hand's skill in smelting and smithing is impressive for orcs. I'll send word of this news back to Ingefast as soon as I can. Okay, great. And I can take a pony back there to the Orc Lodge, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. Let me keep going this way. I need to head south.
HTT
夢みたい。うちの家にも。
ソーラーパネルつける補助金カードつけます
減らすぞ。
作るぞ食べるぞ HTT
この漫画目が離せない。悪意渦巻く不思議の国で迫り来る敵をその刀で切れ。圧巻のビレーダークファンタジー。ジャンプトゥーンなら全話待たずに無料。ノーワンダーで検索。
I think I'm going the wrong way. No, maybe not. Let me go through here. So I'm not gonna fight that guy, I'm just gonna keep riding. I'm gonna focus on the quests. Alright, so another piece of the statue that I've been trying to rebuild all season, pretty much. Helgi Goblinbane. You have discovered the shoulder and arm piece of Helgi Goblinbane statue from the Chamber of the Crossroads. The goblins of Durin's Way destroyed the statue, and its parts can be found scattered throughout Moria. A dwarf named Uxie endeavors to reassemble the statue. Alright. So let me try to head towards some of these forges here. I need to go around the other side. It can be difficult to navigate this area as well. As you can see, there's lots of cliffs in the way between you and your objectives a lot of the times. So here's a forge. No, this is a white hand one. That doesn't count. I need the Moria ones. Alright, this is definitely not the way I'm trying to go. Let me see if I can go around and through here, maybe. Nope, that's a dead end. My goodness, Sarah is more confusing than I remember. Guess I can go around here, the bottom, hopefully. There we go. There's some more of these, finally. There's a Moria forge here. Need to find a couple more of those. This one real quick. And let me head this way.
Did you need something?
Alright, so done with that. The orcs may be able to repair these sluice boxes over time, but hopefully they will have more to deal with before they get a chance to make the repairs. This is the first step in slowing down the orcs' red horn mining operations. So there should be a quest ring right up there. That's probably the taskmaster. Nope, that's a forge. Yeah, I already visited that one. I don't know why I still have a quest ring on it. Let me head to other quest rings. Maybe this way. Is that a taskmaster? Yes, it is. Standing here at the height so he can bark commands at all his orcs here. I want to kill this guy just because he's annoying me. There we go. Let me find a couple more forges here.
家の床が綺麗だと心地がいいんです。子供がいるから特に。
Just a moment.
ダイソンの掃除機は柔らかいローラーが床を磨きながら吸引してくれるから本当に綺麗になる。足の裏でもさらっとした感触があって気持ちいいです。
キングダム波動！戦だ！まずは武器庫を攻めよう。
了解。
よし！折から奇襲！任せなさい！逃しませんよ。
全軍突撃！
キングダム波動！
始めたばかりだけど仲間に入れますか？
もちろん大丈夫。私も1日目だから。
冒険もらえる！
And one more. Perfect. The orcs will likely promote others to replace those metal workers, but for now their pipeline has been slowed. The quality of their work will suffer without these experienced hands. So obviously I've got some quests to turn in here all the way up there, so let me see about heading up there again. Dang it, I'm not excited about having to find my way back up there. So I was struggling to find a good way to last time around. Not through here, they can trick you. Looks like you can go through here, but you can't. Or maybe you can, I don't know. See, I can't jump this. That's so annoying. Well, I guess I don't need to jump that. I was looking at the map wrong. Never mind. Here I am. I'm happy.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
Defeating the leaders of the nearby orc tribes will help keep my location secret a bit longer. For that, I thank you. Your deed is sure to stir anarchy among the remaining orcs. The reign of the orcs in this part of the Red Horn might finally come to an end.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
So, the forges have been found, and they really are not very far from here. You describe the locations to Nock, and he scribbles down notes and draws a crude map on a piece of parchment he had lying around. Good, I marked these on my map. I will be sure to send this document to Rory and Ingefast, who hope to someday use those forges for our purposes. And I am ready for a reforge again. But let me turn in this final quest. Ah, this is an interesting artifact. It appears to be the shoulder and arm of Helgi Goblinbane, statue, the statue that Uxie wishes to reassemble. It is incredible that this piece has traveled so far. I will have this sent to Uxie at once. He will be glad to see it safe. Perfect. So I'm done with those. Let me go ahead and take this pony back to the Orc Watch. That way I can reforge my weapon real quick.
Moria have much to account for.
There we go. Let's do that. Perfect. So my quest log is actually cleared out. Let me see if these guys down here have anything for me. They don't. Let me come back up here, see if I can turn in some tasks. What do I have? I don't really have anything. I got some broken crossbows, which I cannot turn in, and some elegant sword sheets. That's about it, though. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. In the next one, I'm going to try and continue with some of the quests here, although I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. Let me see where this takes me. No effects. I can't use either one of these? That's kind of sad. Okay, well, in the next episode, we'll continue doing some quests here. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
HP と AI とあなたで働くの未来へ HP の AIPC はあなたのひらめきを生み出します AIPC なら HP ご相談はいつもの販売店へ
巣立ちの時が来た寂しくなるなってこぼしてたけどねえねえじゃあ新しい2人の楽しみ方を見つけたみたいあらこっちも2皿分から作れるパウダールー極めるスパイスの香りすっきりとした後味ゴールデンカレーに新しい形これまでずっとこれからもっとゴールデンカレー
そこにスパイス&ハーブ SB
Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, we made it here to the Red Horn Lodes. We did a bunch of quests, and I ran out of quests to do. But that's only because I was missing this one. It was on my tracker. It just disappeared because I got picked up so many other quests. So let's go do this one, and it should vector off into a bunch more quests down here. So let's go. So this is to find the dwarves that headed east, and in fact, we've already found their camp and done a few quests for them, but I guess we just forgot to do the primary part of that quest, so let's go. We can do it. It's an interesting area. I like the dynamic here between the White Hand orcs and the Moria orcs. They each have their own thing going on, and they're competing for territory and dominance here. Dwarves trying to exploit it. Lots of fun. So there is a puzzle locket here on a dead dwarf. Here lies Coughley, and is that a necklace clutched in his hand? Oh, let's avenge him. Let's avenge him. We don't have to, but we will. Let me go ahead and pick up the locket. Clutched in the dwarf's cold, rigid hand is a beautifully hand-carved locket. After fiddling with it, you have come to realize that it is not a normal locket and will not easily open. It should be taken to this fallen dwarf's companion, who probably kept going without him and should be somewhere to the east. Alright. Now we can head to that camp with Nock, which we were at earlier. The one that's a little difficult to get to, but I guess we can come up this ramp. And there we go. And now we should be able to use this goat freely between the 21st Hall and this camp here.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot.
Coughley and I tried to sneak past the orcs, and we almost made it here. I think it was that necklace he was holding that gave him away. It was pretty shiny. I told him when we left the Fellowship's camp that he should hide it in a pocket or something, but he refused, thinking something would snatch it from him while his hand was not on it. I cannot believe he lost his life for that thing.
If only the elves were not so stiff-necked, we might make a swift victory of this endeavor.
While I'm figuring out this locket, I could use your help with something. I was scouting the area on this elevated walkway, being careful to stay out of sight, and saw an odd shadow moving about down below. It moved like a large spider, but I can't be certain what it was. Its shape wasn't like other spiders around here. Could you find out what it was? I got shivers when I saw it crawling about, and I've had nightmares ever since. If you could find more than one, can you make sure that they don't get close enough to find me here? I need to concentrate on the locket. Alright, so let's go investigate. I'll take the stairs down. So I need to kill some spiders down here. And there they are. Looks like there's also going to be a separate quest for them. The fungal spiders are spreading spores from their mutations. The fungus growing on them seems to have twisted these spiders into something quite different. It would be good to collect a few samples and bring them back to Nock for further study. Didn't even see that one behind that cloud of noxious fumes. Alright, let's see if I can find some more around here. There's plenty of them. Let's see about blasting this one.
経営ってお金の管理大変ですよね。私手入力やめました。キャッシュマップで勝手にまとまってますが、これだけ紙だくさので行ってきます。というのが先月までの私。今月はというとスマホで納付窓口には行けません。 手払いも口座もクレカもまとまってます。 JCB 法人カードで始めよう。キャッシュマップで検索。
I should only need one more. Well, actually, I need two more because I need to collect some fungus samples still. Well, that's annoying. I guess that first spider never gave me a sample. And neither did the one before that. I didn't even notice. So I gotta keep killing them still. There we go. Now we're set. Let's go speak with Knock. Look how epic that all looks in the distance. All these structures propping up the mountain, basically. Actually, I don't think that's how that works mechanically, but whatever. Let's turn these in. You tell Nock that it seems like some kind of fungus is spreading and infecting the eastern redhorn. The oddly shaped creature I spotted was an infected spider? You say even the ground is infected in that area? What are we dealing with? This is troubling indeed.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
After you push back the spiders near the end of the path down to the infected area, I scouted the ground down there. Did you notice the surface is being corrupted and transformed into a lichen-like crust on the dirt floor? I have never seen anything like it. These mushrooms seem to be involved somehow. Head back down there and destroy a few of them, and we'll see if their removal can allow for the area to recover to its former state.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for dying Ironfoot.
I've made progress on this locket's puzzle, but I need to put it down and could use a distraction. Whoa, this sample you brought me is unlike anything I've seen before. It's an aggressively growing fungus. I swear this stuff could probably grow on anything. After seeing what this can do, I'm worried about my health by handling it, and will dispose of what you brought me. Be careful going back there and spending much time around this stuff. Alright, so let's go destroy some of the mushrooms down there. And I got some lotro points for completing deeds. Excellent. So let's blast all these fungus here. And I think I saw an orc walking away with a quest ring above his head. Sure enough. Probably gonna have to kill a few of those. Perfect. The orcs that wandered into the infected area seem to have radically changed. These were Moria and White Hand orcs, and now they are some form of fungal orc. What form of fungus could change their body and behavior so drastically and so quickly? So only one of those counted. And look at this thing, the twisted one. Interesting. Let me kill him and see if there's anything. I might get a quest to come kill him later, but I can always repeat it. Yeah, I didn't get credit for doing anything to that guy. That's alright. Kill this one, might as well. He attacked me. Got 10k HP though. What's that thing? I'll suck. Let me go kill him. He looks interesting. You know who he looks like? He looks like Lisa from Resident Evil 1. You know what I'm talking about. I did a Let's Play of that game. A 100% Let's Play of it on my channel. So if you're interested, you can check that out under my playlists. But yeah, doesn't he look like Lisa? He certainly does. There we go. And I got some mail. Somebody sent me an item. Good luck. Sweet. I think that is one of my kinsmate. I don't know if he knows about this series or not, but he sends me messages from time to time asking if I could use some items. So he's very helpful. Pick up a few more mushrooms here. Only need one more.
子供の頃、母に買ってもらったおもちゃ。ずっと大好きで、今でも私の宝物。この子にもそんな宝物ができますように。JCB のタッチ決済。
How can I be of service? How can I be of service?
Alright, let's go turn in these two quests. You know, I wonder if sometimes my kinsmate are trying to talk to me. Because I never really have my kin chat on. Nope, not trying to go down there. See, I got distracted reading the chat, and that's why I never have it open. But anyways.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
They were once Moria and White Hand orcs. The infection created a new form of orc with new behaviors and are unfriendly to their previous tribes. How curious and frightening. They have the same mutation as the spiders. There must be a guiding hand to this infestation. It's working too well to be simple coincidence.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
I think I'm almost done figuring out the puzzle in those lockets. You explain how the mushrooms were spewing spores at an alarming rate and destroying the fungus did not affect the lichen-covered areas. Those mushrooms have never grown here, and they came so quickly. It shows signs of tending from a gentle hand, and it looks like something helped bring it here. Our only hope is that by removing the mushrooms, the spreading will stop.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
The growth we see running rampant in the Red Horn lodes has been present in the foundations of stone for some time, but has never been seen here before. But something has changed, and it seems as if something has brought it here and is helping it grow. I need you to help find the reason why it's spreading here. If we can remove that which helps grow here, perhaps it will recede and stay where it came from. So I'm sure it's that very strange enemy that I killed a little bit earlier on.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
The spiders and orcs corrupted by the infesting fungus seem to change behavior once turned. One would expect them to act chaotic and attack anything around them, even turn on each other in their confusion. However, once infected, they seem to simply change allegiance, as if something immediately begin following new orders. Is something controlling them once they turn? Please explore the affected area and see if you can find a leader among the newly infected spiders and orcs. So I guess that Lisa-looking orc is probably going to be the leader, but I didn't see a spider-looking one. Man, I've been recording too many episodes in a row. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. My throat's feeling a little sore from all the speaking. It probably helped for me to get a drink. Let me come up here to the north. Oh, look at that mutated spider. Akas. That is a sweet looking spider. Not gonna lie. Let me go ahead and do an ambush. So it is calling for some backup here. You found what is controlling the infected spiders and it is defeated. Alright. Let's keep moving here. The source of the wildly growing mushrooms is a terror from the deep within the foundations of stone. So the foundations of stone is another area in Moria that we will be heading to at some point. There you go. The agent of corruption has been defeated. Twice now. And finally, let's go through that Lisa with the North one more time. There it is. Excellent. You found what is controlling the infected hearts, and it is defeated.
この夏、暮らしをクールに省エネエアコンで5000円の節約、購入支援で最大8万円お得、ポイント利用100万台突破、迷わず賢くエアコン利用、東京クールビズ。
Alright, let's go turn these in real quick. Actually, I think let's go around. This stupid Zimark mob keeps attacking me. He's such a douche. Keep running into him. Sinister hand behind it. The one who did it was a faceless creature. You're far more brave than I, as even your description of it would give me nightmares for weeks, months perhaps. You have my thanks for saving the Red Horn loads, a jewel of Moria.
The orcs of Moria have much to accomplish.
It didn't take long for the organizers of this corruption to convert enough creatures for a small army. The fungus seems symbolic in nature. It somehow allowed the leaders in field to control them. This infecting fungus is extremely dangerous. I hope that the last that we see of this came out of the foundations of stone. While you have been busy with the corruption to the east, I have spent time figuring out the locket connection. It is a curious puzzle, and I have never seen or heard anything like this. I am surely curious as to what is inside. The locket has sides that pop out and rubbed and pressed in a certain way. I'm holding it open, but if I let go, I may have to start over. And it took a while to find this letters open. With a little help, I may be able to pop this open. Do me a favor and grab my tools from that cupboard here.
folk will defy Durin's bane.
Aha, that did the trick and I finally got it open. What an interesting locket Copley held on to. There are 2 inscriptions inside. One in Kuzdul and the other I cannot make out. It is much older than anything I have seen in some form of ancient runic. The near inscription is written to Copley from his love, Fina, Frostbeard. Fina is one of the premier carvers back home. She was Copley's sweetheart, and their betrothal was made formal only shortly before they joined this expedition.
We will not retreat before anyone.
This will not be easy news to deliver to Copley's next of kin. His cousin Cooley is the only member of Copley's family that I can think who came with us into the mines. You will likely find him to the southwest searching the long-lost riches and ore deposits. He may also be able to make out what this ancient text says inside the locket. Here, take my goat. He can easily and safely take you to Cooley's camp in the southern Redhorn Lodes. Alright, so let's go. Let's take the goat there. And let me open up my map here. So I'm all the way down here now, looks like. And this will take me to the Flaming Deeps, and then the Foundations of Stone is down towards where all that corruption was spreading from. But there's a few other vectors in other locations. Copley's dead? Alas, that is a tragedy beyond bearing. He was a friend to many. Reliable, kind, it will not be easy to spread the sad news. We will send our condolences to him. Can I see that locket, which you said may have led to his death? Ah, you and Knock are right. There are ancient runes inscribed in here. It describes a dwarf mining company of one of the original deposits of Mathom. It says the mining company had a structure somewhere around here, but could it still exist?
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
Kippen, Copley's passing is a cause of great grief. I can think of only one way to properly celebrate his life and death in the correct accordance with our most ancient and venerable dwarf traditions. Copley is with many on this expedition, and they are stationed from Golden Gate to the ruins of the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Will you honor Copley's memory with them by offering a good ale with each of them, where they are staying at the most major encampments of my people throughout the mines? I could do that. So let's go ahead and drink over here. Good old Copley.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
Before I pick up this quest, let me go ahead. Oh, well, actually, this is going to be in the Flaming Deep, so I can't go there just yet. My hobbit just passed out. My god. That's not good. Oh, well, I'm at the Flaming Deeps. I wasn't supposed to be here yet, but here I am.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
So let's go ahead. I'm not going to pick up any quests here or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and drink to our dwarf friend. So maybe this quest just transports you from location to location. There we go. Yeah, see, so in a few seconds I'm going to pass out and wake up somewhere else. So next I'm headed to the Rotting Cellar, it looks like. Is this gonna transport me? Yeah, I think so. There we go.
Hello?
Alright, so we are at the Rotting Cellar. Let's go ahead and drink to Copley.
What do you need?
I don't know why this guy has a quest ring on him. Great Lizard is dead. Thanks to you, I will remember your courage. Maybe I should speak with them before I drink, because they might have something interesting to say. I didn't realize, sorry. But I'll do that from now on. So next we're going to the Chamber of the Crossroads. Should wake up there momentarily. Alright, let me see if I can find the brew. There it is up here. So let me speak with this fine dwarf.
Lords of Moria have returned.
Want to have a
Let
word
us all
with you?
salute Coughley to the memory of the bravest dwarf I know. Nice. So next up, I'm headed to the Shadowed Refuge. That's going to be a new location as well. We haven't made it over there. So you'll get a little sneak peek. But hopefully I won't spoil too much. That's over at the Foundations of Stone. I should wake up there momentarily. Here we go.
デビフじゃんデビフじゃん結局デビフじゃんやっぱりデビフじゃんデビフじゃんこれこれこれやっぱりこれデビフじゃん
デビフの商品は人も安心して食べられるような厳選された食材を使って国内で丁寧に作られています。
結局デビフじゃんやっぱりデビフじゃんデビフじゃん
真面目な美味しさデビフペット。
現実問題、死亡保障って更新するたび負担がドカンと上がる。暮らしへのインパクトでかいよね。
それは必要な分だけ備えるシンプルさを追求した死亡保障。
あ、合理的。
あ、簡単。
あ、選べた。
あ、無駄がない。
あ、私の安心。
シンプルで最適解今を生きる私の保障国民共済アット。
Nice. I'll go ahead and open the stable here, because why not?
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
Alright, let me see if I can find the drink here. Maybe back here in that corner. There we go. See, there's a ton of quest rings over here, so doesn't look like there's a dwarf for me to speak with around here. So I'll just go ahead and drink and wake up somewhere else. Dolphin View is next. So I enjoyed the little sneak peek here into this area. I guess this quest gives you a preview of how much content there's still left to do here within the Mines of Moria. Right, back at the Dolphin View. And remember, these two quests here are repeatable. That's why there's a quest ring on my map. Alright. Let's drink again to Coughley's memory. And next up, we are headed to the Deep Descent. Very convenient that I wake up where I need to be and not somewhere else. Imagine doing this quest and taking a swig of the ale and waking up in freaking Arquette or Combe or in Thorin's Hall or something ridiculous like that. Alright, let me see. I'm thinking it'll probably be down here. There it is.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Coughley's passing will be long mourned, and his life story sung until I too pass, or my beard may be cut from my face. So the 21st hall is next, that makes sense. Big milestone here. My hobbit is completely passing out here. He's super drunk, man. Right. And it might be hard to find the ale here with my screen all blurred and lots of items that I can interact with. So my delete keys are... Oh, here I am talking about I was going to find this and it's still there right behind me. messenger who delivers this news. I don't suppose you're going to the Lonely Mountain? No? That would have been too easy, I suppose. Oh well, to Coughley. Let us hoist a tankard in his memory. Actually, speaking of the Lonely Mountain, the developer letter for 2018, they mentioned that they're hoping to develop that region of the game, so we may get to go to the Lonely Mountain sooner than you think. It'll be very exciting. Alright, so we are headed back to... and hopefully I wake up next to him and don't have to actually manually go there. Excellent. Went on a world tour of Moria here and back to where I started the whole thing.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
You did not know him as long as we, but you proved yourself a stout-hearted friend to Coughley. It will, through the noble actions of people like yourself, willing to both fight for the future and respect the traditions of the past, that the glory of Khazad-dûm will once more be sung throughout the world. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is actually give my hobbit here a chance to soar. And then we will continue with the adventure in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. Be sure to leave a like on the video. If you're not already a part of the fellowship, be sure to join by hitting the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
YKKAP 高橋克典です。すごいことになってます。部屋の暑さ寒さっていうのは窓で解消できると、鍵の代わりに顔で玄関が開くんですよね。カーテンウォールでもしっかり窓が守ってくれてる。いいリノベーションだったな。GO! YKKAP
ねえ、カツニョリ。
にゃんこさん、カツニャリじゃなくてカツノリですよ。
YKKAP でしょ。
家族でスマホ代見直します。割引でお得。
お小遣いアップするか。
やった、遊園地行ける。
お、パパと。
スマホ代見直すなら IIJ 見よ。
About to start an adventure here in the southern reaches of the Red Horn Lodes. So let's go ahead and speak with Kuli.
Khazad-dûm belongs to the Brimstone.
Monty and I came to this request for us to stay. I feel bad that we left them behind. But we did agree the area those orcs were mining was the richest source of ore in the Red Horn. We thought the untapped veins in this cavern were more likely to produce mithril ore. I hope that we find what we seek, or we may never hear the end of it. I need your help to scout the hive for good prospecting locations. Knowing those locations will help. If we can someday clear the path through this hive.
If we are to find mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I noticed a number of Grodbog beetles who seem to come and go from the specific parts of the hive. Have you noticed that their shells seem to shimmer and shine, like finely polished ingots of Moria copper? I wonder if they are attracted to some ore deposits in this tunnel, and if they have been digesting some of it. That might be why their shells are so hard. Why don't you find some of these beetles and dispatch them? If we can reclaim some of the metals they have ingested, all the better. In the worst case, they are simply making the hive slightly a safer place. Alright. So, let's go explore, I guess. Let me get on my goat. And... let me actually get south. That looks like a nest. Look at that. That is a great big nest, if I have ever seen one.
A lovely day, isn't it?
The chittering hole was found and noted on your map. Alright, so let me blast this little guy here. It's one of the beetles, of course. There we go. It looks like we are going to have a quest to kill some of these.
How do you do?
The droning noise of thousands of grid big voices is enough to drive anyone mad. The incessant chittering never seems to stop. The voices need to be silenced. The largest grid big of the Grobog warriors are responsible for the loudest of the chittering. Oh, let me see if I can round a few of these up. I can't remember if these are ranged or not. They probably are. Yeah, they are. That sucks. Let me actually go up to this one. Whoa, that is a fast little critter. Come up here and keep killing some of the warriors. Perfect. Just gonna keep going deeper in, right? See if I could blast. My gamer ran out. That's fine. Let me take a look at the map, see where I'm going. There's a quest ring right above me there, but let me actually head around here maybe. There's a couple of beetles here. How many more of these do I need? Maybe 4 more, looks like. Great Hive, you noted. You found it and noted it on your map. So I need to find one more location. This guy's taking damage. It's really annoying. Alright. Done with that. Let me go kill this guy real quick. Grobog Hive is quieter for now, and the droning that remains is almost tolerable. I need to find one more location here. And I'm not entirely sure where it is. I don't see it on the map. Let me put this as my focus. It's pointing me over that way. Didn't see that dead end. It's quite far away. It says close to 600 meters. Try to go around the forest. Like in a completely different area almost. There is, oh, that's for me to turn in the one quest here. I guess there's another little hive here. And I'm lagging. do apologize about that. I don't know if it's my internet or the game server. I'd have to do some editing here. Alright, friends, I do apologize. I did, in fact, disconnect. But I'm back. I'm back. And you didn't even notice because of the magic of video editing. Isn't it great? Alright, so yeah, let me find this last little cluster here. And I should be able to go turn in all these quests. There we go. Claw Hollow found and noted on your map. Turn all these in. And by all these, I mean two. I take it this means there are fewer Gredbig around than those ore deposits? Excellent. But they kept returning, you say. I do wonder if we can ever make this area safe to mine.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot.
You found some promising locations. I'm excited to begin our search. But we're just miners and wouldn't stand a chance out there, like you can. I'll have to keep these locations on record. If we discover a way to reduce the size of the immense hive these Gredbig have built, we may someday get started.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Our camp is in a dangerous location, being so close to the enormous hive, but if we go further north, we are sure to be overrun by orcs. The ancient runes in this locket described a chamber somewhere within the Red Horn Lodes, and this could be the perfect place to set up our mining operation. The runes don't specify exactly where, but I believe this old garrison is inside the hive somewhere. Head south into the hive and search for the ancient garrison of Nud Hidden. Alright, let's go try to find this place. Making actually decent progress as far as getting experience, even though I'm over leveled. That looks promising right here. Found the ancient miners' garrison, Nud Hidden. This is a pretty nice, cozy place. You assess the entry room of Nud Hidden. Let me kill some of these enemies with quest rings above their head. Okay. The Gredbig have converted Nud Hidden into an extension of their hive. This was once an ancient home of dwarves and should be again. While inside, defeat many Gredbig you find there. I guess it's the same place for both types of enemies. See if I can lure a couple more here. Fortunately, these are very slow, so it may take a while for them to bunch up here. Let me actually bring him to this one. That way I can do all these together.
Hello.
Press the wrong button. It's fine. Queen's Chamber. While the Grabog Queen still lives, dwarves will never reclaim their honorable home of gold. She must be struck down. Only then will this place be left in peace. That is a juicy one. Look how thick she is. Let me go ahead and grab a few of these. A few of those. You might as well grab some warriors here. Unfortunately, the queen is ranged, so... Oh, she sent me flying. kill this last one here. Perfect. Nudhedden now has a chance to be claimed by something other than Gredbig. Will dwarves once again call this home? Khazad-dûm will not be restored to glory all at once, but stone by stone it will shine once more. Perfect. So I need to find one more chamber here.
What can I do for you?
Probably up through here.
What can I do for you?
You assess the main barracks of Nudhedden. Gredbig living where dwarves once did is unacceptable. This is an honored site of ancient miners of Mithril. The Grodbog larva should be destroyed in honor of the dwarves of old who called this place home. Looks like they're making almost like a nursery over here. Some interesting paintings. Looks like Weathertop over there. And not sure what that one is, honestly. Let's take a look at this one. Just that same dwarf one that we've seen a few places here in Moria. Perfect. Let's go turn all these in. Where's the exit again? I have no idea.
Is there something I can do for you?
I think I went the wrong way. This is the Queen's chamber. There we go.
What do you need?
Alright, let me ride all the way back.
Did you need something?
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Did you say? Are you sure? Well, that's good. Cooley and I will pack up soon and make our way there. It will be up to us to ensure that those blasted insects do not try to occupy that ancient home of the dwarves ever again.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
The thought of Gredbig raising their young where dwarves of legend once slept sickens me. That was once a warm home to those honorable dwarves. They found the Mithril and that many treasures of Moria are made from.
What do you need? Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
I cannot believe the ancient garrison exists and is not just rumor or legend. It makes sense that this place is unlivable after how long it has been left uninhabited by dwarves. I suppose when I think about it, it was foolish to think that it would be safe. It was more a desire born from hope than from reality.
If we are to find Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
The hive formations in this cavern have never been this large, and must be incubating an immense population of Gredbig. They always lived in the nooks and crannies here, but recently their growth has downright exploded. You can see from here, the ceilings and walls are covered in cocoons and larvae. There must be a heat source helping incubate all those eggs so quickly. Perhaps you could seek out this heat source. If we find out where the heat comes from, we may be able to do something about it. Alright. I need to find the heat source in the Flaming Deeps. So this is a vector quest into another region of Moria. And actually, I believe the epic is in the Flaming Deeps as well. Yeah, the Flaming Deeps. So I can make this quest active again because we're ready to go for it. Let's head down there. And we did get a sneak preview of it in the last episode when we were doing that farewell to the dwarf by drinking in several locations here in Moria. One of the locations was in the Flaming Deeps. But my screen was so blurry from my poor hobbit's drunkenness that you probably only got a very sneak peek at it. guess let me try to come up through here.
Just a moment. Can I take a moment of your time?
And here we are at the Flaming Deeps. The heat is coming from the Flaming Deeps, but wait, what is the noise coming from around the corner to the right? I don't know. What is the noise coming from around the corner to the right? Let's go find out. Let me see where I am here. You can see it's a pretty big map here. It's got connections to the waterworks and then to Zelamelik as well, the Red Horn loads. So there's different ways that you can come through here, obviously. Alright, let me check these out here. Wood is in short supply in Khazad-dûm, and the pieces of scaffold found around the Flaming Deeps could prove useful for the repair efforts being performed beneath the Crossroads of Ash. There should be a decent supply of pieces of scaffold found throughout the tunnels east of Hadad Mezer. Alright, let me talk with this napping dwarf over here. The heat is coming from the boiling oil pools and lava pools in the Flaming Deeps. There is nothing that can be done to stop it from helping the Grabog hive incubate their young. But there appears to be an injured dwarf hiding among the rocks ahead. You should see if he needs help.
Only hope that Julian's friends sleeps deeply.
Thank you for stopping to speak with me, traveler. We have been leading our assault on the orcs, but we were overtaken by a much larger force than we prepared for. I got away but have sustained a serious injury. I am too hurt to travel, but I would appreciate it if you will check and see if there were any additional survivors at Hadad Mezer. Hadad Mezer can be found to the northwest. Just follow the sounds of battle. Alright. So, let me move this up here maybe. A little bit better. So, there's stuff everywhere. Quest rings everywhere. So, let's take a look at what we can do. Very shiny floor. The faint sounds of battle of Hadad Mezer can be heard in the distance. Continue to pick up some scaffolding here as I come across them. It's a dead end, it looks like it. Let me head over this way. The sound of battle draws near to you as you move closer to Hadad Mezer. Not exactly what that text said, but sometimes I improvise. Let me loop around this way, I think. And there are some fire grims here. Let me blow it up. The fiery grims are nothing but a hindrance to the dwarf efforts, and their flames must be extinguished. Their hot orange glow should make them easy targets. This should be the last piece of scaffolding here. Alright, where am I headed? I think I need to head south somehow. Yeah, let me head up through here maybe. And let's see. Yeah, through here it looks like. The sounds of battle draw near as you grow closer to Hadad Mezer. And then this time a little bit to the west, I want to say.
What do you need?
Got some Gashai orcs here. The faint sounds of battle at Hadad Mezer can be heard in the distance. Did I go around in a big circle? I might have. Let me just keep exploring through here though, see what I can find. The sounds of battle draw near as you grow closer to Hadad Mazar. This is very weird. Is it just like kind of sending me in loops? Let me head down to this camp and see what happens. This is Durin's Court. Interesting. I think I'm definitely not headed in the right direction. But let me pick this up here. Ah, look at that. This guy can attack me. Oh, I think, yeah, this is for the epic quest. Okay. I can pick up a few of these, no problem. There's some iron bars as well. Some more up there. Need to find that battle to look for the dwarf survivors, but I'm having a hard time, man. I think I have to actually follow the battle sound depending on what the text on the screen is. Like if it says it sounds like it's getting closer, then I'm going in the right direction, but if it says it starts to sound faint, then I probably need to head back and look around. This is Yule. I'm sure I'll get a quest to come kill him at some point. So this is the statue shoulder piece, another one of Helgi Goblinbane's pieces. You have discovered the shoulder of Helgi Goblinbane's statue in Hermolkelzer in the Flaming Deeps. I did not pronounce that right, I'm sorry. The goblins of Durin's Way destroyed the statue, and its parts can be found scattered throughout Moria. A dwarf named Uxie endeavors to reassemble the statue. I really like that quest because it's pretty epic. We picked it up at the beginning of the season, and we've been kind of working on it slowly ever since. And in the end, hopefully we're going to rebuild something. A really cool statue. Let's see if there's anything else I can pick up here. Doesn't look like it.
Might I have a word with you?
And then maybe I can head into this blue circle area. See what I can find. Ah, I got stuck again. Did I disconnect again? Nope, there we go. We're back. We're alive. I guess some other supplies around here. I don't really see anything. I'll get on my goat. One more ought to do it. That is a door to that one camp we had earlier, it sounds like. So now I have to defeat orcs here. That's interesting that that objective only opened up after I had completed the first two. This lagging? Alright, whatever. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna remove this from my tracker. Yeah. It's basically just gonna highlight the entire map. And that doesn't see it all. I'm gonna remove this one as well. I'm gonna focus on this back. Sure gonna get plenty of quests to kill orcs here. That's why I'm not gonna worry about that epic quest for now. I'm sure I'll just get it by default. The other quests here. Sound of battle draw nearer as you grow closer to Hadad Mazer. Head north. See what happens. The sounds of battle draw nearer as you go closer to Hadad Mazer. A voice cries out as the sound of battle abruptly comes to an end. Upon arriving at Hadad Mazer, you see that orcs have a strong grasp on this area, making it difficult to get in or out. The orc forces are strong and their numbers must be thinned. You have arrived at Hadad Mazer and you should search for signs of survivors. That's a lot of orcs that I don't have any clue. Let me see if there's any quest rings I can go to. Don't really see any. Alright, so it looks like maybe that's a survivor right there. As you examine this fallen dwarf for signs of life, you notice a half-written scroll clutched in his hand. Sadly, no dwarf survived this onslaught, but the scroll could be investigated, for surely it was important to this poor fellow. You found a half-written scroll intended to be delivered to Anazarmakim. Is that right? Anazarmakim, clutched in the hands of a slain dwarf. It would be wise to deliver the message yourself to warn the others of the formidable Gashai. Anazarmakim can be found north of Hadad Mazer.
Is there something I can do for you?
Let's see if I can kill a few more orcs, though. I want to kill at least 8 for that one quest. Go grab that archer. Excellent. And let me just keep going up and I'll kill a few more, I guess. Okay, here's that Anazarmakim or whatever. That's where we had that drink in the last episode. Let me kill one more at least. Come on, where are all the orcs? There's one. Perfect. We have successfully thinned the numbers of orcs at Hadad Mezer, making it much easier for dwarves of Anazarmicum to get in and out of the area. Alright. Let me again remove this one from my tracker. Now, I couldn't find many more of these, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. I'll probably run by some of them as I continue my other quests down here in this area. Look at that. Pretty sweet archway. And it should lead me into the town area. Well, it's not really a town, I guess, but you know what I mean. Alright. So we've arrived again. And you can see there are lots of quests to be done here. Let me turn in a couple of these.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
My goodness, this is troubling news. If there were gosh high reinforcements at Hadad Mezer, I can only assume they are also at Anghumuru and Ruzumakar. God, I can't pronounce that one. I'm sorry. We must warn the others before it's too late, assuming it is not already too late.
Oh, glorious day. We shall soon restore Moria.
Durin's folk will despise Durin's blade.
This will do perfectly. There's enough wood to assist with the refurbishing efforts. I'll see to it that it arrives safely at the Crossroads of Ash. Thank you very much. And then finally, where do I turn this one in? At the Crossroad of Ash. So that I can't turn that one in here. Well, anyways, since we made it to this quest hub area, I think it's a good place to call it an episode. I do appreciate you guys who come in episode after episode to watch the series. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get as much pleasure of watching these videos as I do making them and playing through the game. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Thanks for watching and see you on the next episode.
How do you do?
Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I made it here to the Flaming Deeps, yet another area of Moria, and we're going to pick up some quests here, and we're going to do them. That's what we do. We do quests. So let's go ahead and get started with this fine gentleman.
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the orcs of Moria.
So this is actually a crafting quest, maybe? I don't know. Ah, Kippen, it's good that you have come by. I have a proposition for you. Though most don't know it, the iron lodes in this section of Khazad-dûm always had trace amounts of mithril.
Please, stay a moment.
My forefather tried over 100 years ago to find some way to extract it, but never had any luck. I have other uses in mind for it, but I need some rather large quantities of the black iron that the orcs have been using to forge their weapons in the Flaming Deeps. The orcs often trade and barter ingots among each other for other goods, so they are easy enough to come across. Do you think you could get a hold of a stack of them for me? Oh, it almost slipped my mind, but I also need a number of worm scales as well. Worms are plentiful down here, and see if you can get me a few of their scales while you're out and about, would you?
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
Please make for Anghumuru at once and warn Fegi of his dwarves about the danger. Hopefully it's not too late. Anghumuru is southwest of Anazarmicum, and be careful out there. The roads are dangerous. I can't pronounce any of the names down here, and I just can't really say anything besides sorry, but let me go ahead and set a milestone here. Actually, let's go ahead and replace this one. There you go. And I don't see any more quest rings for now. Let me get rid of this quest because it's basically collect a bunch of ore. And that's just going to highlight the entire map. I don't want that. What use is the quest tracker if it's highlighting the entire map? It's not very useful at all. That's the answer. So it looks like that crafting quest one is repeatable. But I'm only gonna do it once. Just making sure those were actually some stairs and not a precipice. Man, there's a lot of wood laying around. You have found Anghumuru. Hopefully Feigi's outpost is near. The orcs have taken over Anghumuru and have been using the forges to craft weapons. If the forges are disabled, the orcs' craft will be slowed. Many Gashai orcs prowl the halls of Anghumuru. These fire-loving enemy forces should be defeated. Alright. So I gotta kill 8 of them. Shouldn't be a problem. See about getting that guy down there. Alright, the Gashai captains are responsible for leading and commanding the Gashai forces near Anghumuru. To defeat him,
Just a
we'll
moment.
splinter the enemy and throw the enemy into disarray. Alright, we'll do it. We will
Might I
kill
have a
some
word
of
with
the
you?
captains.
Hello.
I think the captain might be up here, looks like. There he is. And I might as well get this one in the fight as well. Excellent. You have defeated the Gashai captain, causing confusion and disarray amongst the ranks of the orcs. And I got a bunch of stuff here. Excellent. I completed Orc Slayer Advanced. Nice. That's good news. So what else do I have to do? I still have to destroy 2 forges. I don't know how I do that. Maybe over here. I still do have to kill one of these. There we go. You have defeated a number of orcs at Anghumuru, sapping the strength of their armies and assuring that they will pose less of a threat to the dwarves of the Flaming Deeps. So where are these forges? Let me get rid of both of these. Oh, wait a minute, I guess I need that one here, and I need this one. I need both of these active. Oh, there's a forge right there. Okay.
I'm pleased to be of service.
There's one more over here. The forges of Anghumuru are disabled,
Might I
and
have
the
a word
orcs will
with
now
you?
be hindered in their crafting of new weapons. It looks like there are some twist rings up ahead. Perfect. What a tough dwarf. Look at this. These 3 guys just created this pile. This pile of corpses.
Arlene came, but we have heard no word from him.
Thank goodness. I was afraid we would meet our ends here, caught like rats in a trap. You were sent to warn us of reinforcements, were you? Alas, We found that out on our own. Nonetheless, I am thankful you arrived when you did. It might not be too late to warn Guthi.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm, will it be enough?
Guthi and his dwarves made for Durin's court to take the stronghold at Permalbezeker. I cannot get that one, man. But now I fear for them. It may not be too late to warn them of the Gashai threat. Along the way to Durin's court, you will find several unlit braziers. They should be lit as a warning to the dwarves of the fire-wielding orcs that menace these halls. Durin's court can be found southeast of Unghumuru. Have a safe journey, brave warden. Look at this pile of orcs. Crazy. Good work, dwarves. You did excellent. Take this off my tracker for now. And let me head towards some quest rings to the east. Let me light some of these braziers, of course, as was requested. And it looks like I'm actually going south now. I just ran into a dead end. Great. But look at this. I almost missed this. This is a quest. The inhabitants of the Flaming Deep seem to hate the mirror. They abhor the light it reflects. But the dwarves need that light, for it shows the way and makes it safe to explore the mine. Okay, so where am I going? That way somehow. Let me kill some of these worms for that crafting quest. Might as well kill a couple of these orcs as well. Alright, so there's a brazier here. And then all the way south next. Let's see about killing this guy and that worm. Let me kill one more and then I should be done with the epic quest at least. Great. So I need to bring the barricade back to Broger. I might do that at the end of this episode. Look at this bad boy. I want to kill him. He looks like a rare or elite one. Oh, he's 21,000 HP. I didn't know that part.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Let me put some heavy bleeds on him. Unerring strike. That ought to do a ton of damage. Excellent. And I did get a mithril flake out of him.
Could I take a moment
Alright,
of
where am I
your
going
time?
next? Down that way. There's some more braziers, and looks like there's a fellow adventurer here. So it sounds like a, what's it called? High Elf? Is that what that new class is called?
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Hail, stranger, you arrived just in time. We were about to strike at the orcs in an attempt to take back Hermolzikr. But it sounds as though this would go badly for us. If the Gosh High are truly as formidable as you say, we might need a new strategy. Instead of attacking head-on, perhaps we should meet up with the dwarves at the crossroads of Ash. There is strength in numbers.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm,
lovely
we
day,
will first
isn't it?
have to deal with the orcs.
I will head to the crossroads of Ash now, but I will ask you a favor, Kippen, before you follow. The pyres
Hello there.
of
Might I speak with you
Hermolzikr
a
are
moment?
unlit, and without any dwarves guarding Durin's court, they will not have the proper warning that Hermolzikr has been claimed by the enemy. I would like you to go and light the pyres as a warning to the dwarves. In the meantime, I will mark the walls that lead to the crossroads of Ash, so you may find your way there easily. Right. Let me take a look at the map. Let me go down up here a little bit. Let me add another speed boost. Almost done. I'm down to my last one. The Gosh High are led by vicious Orc Commander Yule, and his defeat would be a serious blow to the organization of the principal enemy threat in the Flaming Deeps.
It's been a
You
foul
should
day,
seek
it
out
has.
Yule and defeat him. Such a blow would break the spirit of the orcs. Pretty sure I ran into
Could I
him
take a
earlier.
moment of your time?
You should defeat Gosh High orcs at Hermolzikr
Well,
to thin
the
their
gall of
ranks,
some
for they
folk.
pose a deadly threat to the dwarves of the Flaming Deep. Dang it, I messed up my gambit there.
Hello there.
It's fine. Let me see about this bad boy here.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Let me blow up a couple of these. And let me blow up this one here. Perfect. I think Yule was all the way up here, so let me head up there and kill him. Let me light these as well. Forgot about that. There's Yule. The pyres of Hermolzikr are lit, providing a warning to the dwarves that the enemies currently claim this stronghold, and it would be deadly to enter unawares. Guthie went off to the crossroads of Ash to meet others and formulate a new plan to get rid of the orc presence in the Flaming Deeps. Go to the crossroads of Ash, which can be found to the northwest of Hermolzikr, and speak with Guthie to hear of a new plan. Let me blow him up. Nice. You have defeated Yule, the leader of the Gosh High forces, and Hermolzaker. While many orcs still remain, they will founder without a leader. Take a look at this pocket item. Still not as good as mine. You have defeated a number of Gosh High orcs at Hermolzaker, weakening their forces and ensuring that they will no longer pose a threat. Alright. Let's head to the Crossroad of Ash. Where am I? Oh, I'm all the way down in the south. Okay. I need to head significantly north from here. I'm gonna try to find a few more worms along the way. I need 7 more, it looks like. They're not as common as I would like, but that's alright.
Hello there.
Oh, and actually, I ran past
a lovely day, isn't
it? It might be here. Guthrie left's core of
Can
mark
I
on
take
the
a
wall
moment
pointing to
of
the
your
west,
time?
the direction of the Crossroad of Ash. Let's go this way. And I still need to find some more fire grims. I need to kill a few more of those. Another mark from Guthrie directs you further west. I don't really see the marks that they're talking about. Whatever, let's keep going. You have discovered the Gate of the Seven Fathers. Sweet. The score marks indicate that the dwarf camp is just southwest of here. Look at that gate of the Seven Fathers. How epic is that? It's very epic. Very cool. Alright, let's keep going. You have discovered the Crossroads of Ash.
What can I do for you?
It looks like here is the encampment.
Arlene came, but we have heard no word from him.
Ah, what an excellent find, Kippen. Many of us are very interested in
lovely
Uxie's
day, isn't
efforts to reassemble this particular statue. I'll have this piece sent to him at once.
Hello there.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
We are still trying to gather
Hello there.
additional information
Might I
about the
speak with you
Gosh
a
High
moment?
movements and plans. As we know, they have been using the forges to craft weaponry, but there is something odd about their behavior that we've been unable to puzzle out. In the meantime, I am glad that you have joined us. We need all the strength we can get.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
So I do need to reforge. While we await information, we can still cause dissent and confusion within the ranks of the orcs. If they came from Mordor as early emissaries into Khazad-dûm, it may be that they can be frightened into service once again. I have prepared several stones, each marked with the symbol of the Great Eye. Place them upon the altars near the Crossroads of the Ash. When they see the symbol of the eye burning upon their altars, they should rethink their allegiance. The altars are located on the bridge-like structure surrounding the Crossroads of Ash. So that's to Nudmalek. This one is to Anazark Makim.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm, will it be enough?
The deep worms have been reproducing at an alarming rate lately. We finally narrowed down the location where they keep their eggs. They are kept at a place called Tanushmush. I didn't pronounce that right. Head northwest until you reach the Burning Stair, just before the waterworks. Tanushush is just north of there. Smash several of their eggs that we may help keep the population of the deep worms down in the flaming deeps. I hate these names that I can't pronounce. You know, if I look at it, I can pronounce, but I'm trying to read fast, I guess. I'm just gonna take this goat here real quick. That way I can, number one, turn this in.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Thank you, Kippen, for realigning that mirror. Although I suppose I shouldn't get too pleased yet, for I am sure the creatures down there have already shoved the mirror out of alignment again. And then also I can reforge my weapon so I can continue getting experience. Let me see if I have a warden weapon here. Doesn't look like it. It's fine. Done with that. Alright, so let me take the goat back to Crossroad of Ash, and then we'll go do some quests. Whoa, what is this? While placing the statues upon the altars, defeat as many Gashai as possible. I can do that.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
I no longer have the iron I need to build the braces to support the falling bridges. The Gashai have many iron weapons. If you were able to collect some of them and bring them to me, I could melt them down and be able to make what we need. You can find the Gashai roving all over the Flaming Deeps.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Doran's folk.
The bridges of the Flaming Deeps are the utmost importance to us, and we need to ensure that they stay functional and intact. We have begun a project to refurbish these bridges, but we're running out of resources. Chief among the resources is rock. If you gather up enough pieces of rubble, we can break them down into small size that we need. Look at the area beneath the Crossroad of Ash, under the massive bridges that loom overhead. And then these may be instance quests, if I'm not mistaken.
Would you do something for me?
They are indeed. So I'm not gonna pick these up just yet.
I don't know if you can help me.
Yes. So I'm not gonna pick those up just quite yet. Let me go do some of these other quests first. And we may be getting to the point where we need to pause from the questing to do a few of the instances here in Moria. That way they don't all pile up. Well, we'll see. Whatever way works. Alright, let me get on my goats. Let me head that way, maybe. I guess I have to go in each direction for the altars. And I have to kill more orcs for their weapons. Man, that is a lot of weapons that I need to find. And a lot of orcs that I need to kill. I don't know if I'm not supposed to have music here, but let me try to reset the audio. See if that works. Maybe this is just one of those silent maps. Let me pick up a few orcs here. I think I saw another altar over this way.
Is there something I can do for you?
I want to keep killing a few of these. Need 5 more swords, so still a lot of enemies I need to kill. It's alright though. I like killing orcs. Why else would you play this game? Let me see where else I can head. Let me grab this real quick. Jump, Mr. Goat, jump. Thank you. That's where I came from. Let me go this way, maybe? Let me go all the way to the west. See what I can find.
What do you need?
Actually, let me kill a couple of these worms here.
Just a moment.
Since I still need to kill plenty of them.
Hello. What do you need?
Excellent. Now, let me go all the way. Should be a few more altars along the way, though. Let me actually head down here. That way I can pick up some of the rubble. Because I think the rubble should be down here. Some very steep stairs, man. Look at that. It's ridiculous. You have defeated a number of orcs around the crossroads of Ash as they protected their altars. Great. Still need some more swords, though. Alright, I don't see a single rubble down here. That guy lied to me. He said they'd all be down here. I haven't seen a single one. I've seen some above me where he said they wouldn't be, but none down here where he said they would be. Almost makes me not want to do that quest and help that dwarf. What a fool. Okay, never mind. I take that back. It wasn't lying to me. There's some rubble down here. I take it back. I'm sorry, Mr. Dwarf. Sorry I ever doubted you. Need 3 more of these. I don't want to go back up. I could go down the other side. Probably a few more pieces of rubble down there. Oh, and some fire rims. I've been looking for these. Excellent. I forgot I still need to kill like 5 of them. Let me grab that guy and I'll come kill this worm as well. Perfect. Like a lava waterfall. Horrifying. There's a quest ring. Is it above me? Is this gonna kill me if I'm not doing it. I'm not jumping in there. I'm not that brave.
Good day.
Let me come up through here though, and then maybe I can go that way. I don't know. I need to find more rubble though. Let me head this way for now. This is the burning stair. Probably because it's on fire. So this is Tanunshush. That's how you pronounce that. Pick up some of the worms here for that crafting quest.
What do you need? What do you need?
I think I also have to destroy some eggs here. Alright, let's do it. It's 8 of these. Shouldn't be too bad. Especially since I don't have to fight all these guys. So nice being over leveled. I'm appreciating it right now because pretty soon after Moria I shouldn't be over leveled anymore. The content should catch up to my level theoretically. So we'll see. I mean, I'll still be over leveled in the next season in Lothlorien, but by the time I get to Mirkwood I should be more or less on level, maybe a couple over, 2 to 3 levels, I don't know, we'll see. And then from there, it should remain relatively on par with the content. Okay, so done with that one. What else do I need? I need 2 more freaking pieces of rubble. Where am I gonna find those? Down there, I don't see any. I want to go down this side. See if I can go to some other locations. There we go, there's one.
The goblins of Mount Graham have never forgotten their defeat at the hands of the Shirefolk, and revenge has brought them hither once more.
I only need one more. If I could find it, I'd be very happy. Concentration of fire greens, but I think I'll wait as I come across more of them. I'm not gonna chase them down. I'll let them come to me. Oh, I still need to do this. Dang it. Okay. Where's that gonna be? All the way down there? Perfectly. I will put them into the crucible and they should be melted down in a short time. This will be perfect for our repairs. Thank you most kindly for your service, Skippin. Have you ever been told that you are most helpful? A few times. Can't lie.
It is said that Thurin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
I apologize if that was unpleasant, but it is truly for the best.
It's been
that
a
will
foul
allow us
day, it has.
dwarves to go about our business and not have to deal with so many deep worms in the flaming deeps.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
The marks have been placed and already I sense that allegiance is no question. While this is a big step towards victory, we still have much to do.
We will first have to deal with the orcs.
The ancient forge of Humrol Kezer is responsible for all the flaming armor that we see on the Gashai. And it would seem as it's being used to forge a great weapon as well. Go speak with Rain, the former caretaker of that forge, to find out how to stop the orcs from using it. He can be found underneath and just south of the crossroads of Ash. He's working on reinforcing the bridge. Alright, what else do I have here? I think that's it. Let me take a pony back to Anazarkum, or whatever it's called. That way I can turn in this quest right here. I asked you again. Excellent. Would that I could extract the mithril from them, but better dwarves than I have tried to do. Nonetheless, the debased alloy itself should prove useful for my work. Now then, one can offer you in return for your efforts. Have a few things that you may find useful. And that's repeatable, but again, for the sake of this playthrough, I'm going to And okay, I think that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, I'm going to meet you back at the 21st hall so we can continue with the epic storyline. That should be pretty exciting. If you're excited about that, be sure to leave a like on the video. I didn't mean to click that. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.
What can I do for you?
Saruman's treachery has delayed me too long. I can only hope that Frodo and Sam have left the Shire. Without my aid, their road will be a perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to see him to the end.
Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I was in the Flaming Deeps, mispronouncing all the names.
What do you need?
Lots of quests. Back here in the 21st hall, so we can turn in the epic quest and continue along with that. So let's speak with Broger about the barricade.
My dwarves will begin assembling the barricades.
These materials are just what we need, Kippen. But I am even more heartened by the damage you have done to the ranks of the Gashai.
My nephew wanted to speak with you about something.
In my delight at the blow that you have struck against the Gashai, I nearly forgot. My nephew Bori wants to speak with you about something. Do not tell me what has him so excited, but I am glad to see that he is keeping his spirits up.
What do you need?
I have not seen him so cheery since before my son was slain by the Watcher in the Water. It is a valuable lesson to turn our grief into strength. Just ask Ashbar about the strength of the dwarves.
My father showed me the Book of Mazarbul, and I saw something interesting.
Bori greets you warmly and then looks around conspiratorially. I think I might be onto something, Kippen. While visiting my father yesterday, I snuck a peek at the Book of Mazarbul, and I saw something interesting. A line near the end saying that the dwarf named Oin sought to find the upper armories of the Third Deep, and some mention a mighty axe. Do you think that Oin might be gone looking for Ziggelberg? If we were to find the mithril axe Ziggelberg, I think it could turn the tide against the coming storm. Oin must not have found it, but if he had, do you think Balin's expedition might have survived? We shall never know. Journey into the waterworks and look for the rune plaques, memorize them, and return to me with their locations.
Good day.
And we might be able to find the armory of which Oin searched. Slay any deadly creatures there as well. If I am correct, there may be another journey there in our future. Alright, so I need to go to the waterworks. I can't use my travel skill just yet, but I can take a swift travel, I believe. So let's go do that. Oin, of course, one of the very famous hobbits from The Hobbit. In the expedition of the Lonely Mountain. He was the one to record the final events here of Balin's expedition into Moria into the Book of Mazarbul.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Oh no, can I not? Really? There's no swift travel to the... Well, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Maybe I can swift travel from here. Let's do that. Let's try it at least. Can't believe there's not a swift travel to the rotting cellar. That doesn't make much sense. Maybe from here, though.
These halls will be
Nope.
great once more.
Golly, man. What a mess. I'm sorry. I guess I'll edit myself at the rotting cellar once I got my skill back up. There's no point in me riding all the way over there, I guess. That would just take too long. Alright, I made it to the rotting cellar. Let's go ahead and search for these plaques here. See what that's all about. Where exactly am I going? So actually, there's plaques all over the map, it looks like. Can I jump on these little ribbon things? Nope. They are super hollow. So back in the waterworks. I don't mind coming back here. You guys already know this is my favorite area. I guess one of the plaques is gonna be here somewhere. There we go. Room plaque. Memorize the plaque. Perfect. Then there's a couple more here to the southeast. Why can't... That's weird. It's like an invisible wall almost. Alright. Let's see. I probably need to be above there somewhere. I wish these stairs were not broken. But maybe I can go through here. I thought I already picked up this one. Yeah, I already did. Look how fast my Hobbit is swimming. It's going Michael Phelps style over here. See the next plaque straight ahead. I don't think I've been in there. Let me just do a quick swim in here and see if there's anything. Chamber of Memory. I've discovered the Chamber of Memory. Yeah, I've never been in here before. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything though. No landscape quests or anything like that. At least right now. Gonna have to swim back through the bridge here. Go a little bit north from here. I don't think I've been up here either. This doesn't look very familiar.
Let us cross the bridge and visit my cousin Priska.
Just some random tower. Pretty cool random tower. And this is the lost treasury. What's in here? Let me see what's in here. No permission to use that. So my suspicion is going to be that he's going to decipher the plaques and send me back here to this room. But for now, let me go read the other two. The other two are going to be all the way up here. That is quite a ride. Wish I could climb this little rope ladder here. That'd be fun. I don't think I've been to this chamber either. Looks fairly fresh to me. This is the chamber of the pool. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. Let's head out. Got one final plaque to take a look at. Up to the northeast, it looks like. Be straight north of me. I hope I don't have to be up there, because I don't know how to climb up there. Although there are some stairs right here, so that makes life easy. We get on the goats. There we go. I think this is the right place. I don't think I've been to this little spider area either. This is the Lost Palace. I guess I completed an exploration deed finally. Exploring all these places here. Great. Oh, come on, goat. Jump. Thank you. And there is the final plaque. So I memorized all of them. Oh, and now it's making me kill creatures. Okay. Fine, we'll round up some spiders. Gotta kill 12 of them. Wonder if that little one that got summoned is gonna count. That would be nice. It did count. Perfect. Alright.
What do you need?
5 more creatures. Glad I didn't map back to the 21st hall before killing everything.
How can I be of service?
Go grab this one right here. And I need one more. Come on, one more creature. Anywhere. There's one sneaking around. There it is. Perfect. Let's go talk to Bori at the 21st hall. Let's do it. So glad I don't have to manually ride back there. It's such a long way away. These milestone skills, man. I'm glad I got them for the season because it really makes things a lot smoother. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna send me back to that one chamber that I couldn't access.
I think this is the one, my friend.
Welcome back, Kippen. Tell me about the chambers you discovered. From the rune plaques you saw, I may be able to discern which one mentioned in the Book of Mazar Bul, the Armory Oin sought. The Hall of Mithril. Yes, I think that must be it, Kippen. Well done.
We are close to victory. I can sense it.
Imagine how unstoppable we would be if we could retrieve Ziggelberg from the darkness of the past. I would fear no attack of the orcs, that much is certain. I have a good feeling about this. The Hall of Mithril must certainly be the armories of which Oin sought. If only he had found them in time, the dwarves of Balin's expedition might have survived. It is too late for them, friend, but not for us. We will travel to the Hall of Mithril in search of these armories. Speak with me when you are ready. So thankfully,
Greetings.
transport me there. So this is a fellowship quest, but then I'll get inspiration if I'm soloing it. So let's go.
I need your help, my friend.
This adventure might not be easy, but if we can find Ziggelberg within the depths of Gangaraf, it will all be worth it.
In the flooded depths of Moria was a great axe, Ziggelberg lost. Few have ever tried to find it, and fewer ever return from their quest. Who now remains to challenge the shadows that linger in the dark halls of the deep places?
If you and your allies can clear the flooded passages that lie between Guldajan and Gangaraf, we might yet find the armories written about in the Book of Mazar Bul.
Well met!
Could it be that we might find Ziggelberg there? I hope so, Kippen. If the records I have studied are to be believed, dwarves erected great mechanisms here to seal off several of the passages when the Gredbig grew too numerous. You will need to deal with the creatures and learn the means of operating the mechanisms to clear the way. I will follow you once I have finished examining the map of these places, for it is very confusing and we will need to keep our bearings. I'll follow when I am able. Clear the way through the tunnels if you can. Will do, boss. So I am inspired, as you can see. 33,000 freaking morale. I don't care about my morale, I care about my damage. I don't know what this is gonna do, but we'll find out. There's a rumbling from the bottom of the steps as the wall gives way.
Greetings, traveler.
That is
How
tiny
may I be of
damage.
assistance?
Never mind, it's actually pretty decent. Man, that is a lot of HP on that thing. And pretty thick armor, too. Alright. So there's multiple branch points here. I don't really know which way I want to go, but we'll figure it out. I don't know where this guy came from, but whatever. I'll fight him as well. Alright. Keep fighting through here. out. And well, let me see if I can just grab a few of these at once. There's wheels everywhere, so I don't know. Let me see if I can get these two to close in on me. There we go. That way I can AoE all 4 of these. Perfect. Alright, let's turn some wheels and see what happens. There's a grinding in the earth as the nearby wall gives way. So there was another wheel back the other way, but I don't know if I should continue down here or go back and pull the other one. Haven't decided yet. Let me just stick my head in here and see if anything... Yeah, there's nothing here. It's a dead end. So it has to be the other one. That's the one I turned. Let's try this one. With tremendous crash, a nearby wall gives way. Is it this? I don't know what that opened. That's where I came from. Unless I opened something behind here, but no, it doesn't look like it, because on the map it's a dead end. I don't know what I opened with that. Oh, down here maybe? Looks like it. Dead end. What is this? Oh my goodness, I am so lost. I already turned that one, right? Yeah, that one's already been turned. I don't have any more to turn. Let me turn this one. Gonna be a little bit confused, not gonna lie. Let me try again down here. Maybe I just missed something. No, that's a dead end. And this is a dead end as well. Alright. You guys are gonna have to bear with me for a second here. Oh, there you go. I don't know why that suddenly fell, but sure. I'll take it. I guess I just had to walk up close to it. Guys, still alive? Come on. Let me turn this one. Maybe that'll collapse. Or maybe it's actually the one down here that was blocking the way. Yeah, it looks like it's cleared up. Let's keep moving through. Getting a little claustrophobic in here. Go this way. Look at all those enemies. Look at the mini-map. Just a ton of toads. I actually want to kill them all. Let's do it.
I am at your service.
Let's round all these toads up.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
They're poisoning me. They're not happy.
Greetings, traveler.
The rumbling crash, the Gungonjang matriarch breaks into the room. So I guess whether I liked it or not, I did have to kill all of these. Oh yeah, that's the big mama. Look at that fat thing. My god. 57k HP. Alright, let's go. Let's fight her. Gonna put a ton of bleeds on her.
At your service and your families.
There we go. Sweet. So let me keep going ahead. Probably through here, it looks like. I'll keep going downstream. Just following the current. Pretty open chamber here, lots of enemies. Let me just start left and work my way right, because it looks like you do have to kill all the enemies for the whatever the next way forward to open. Seems it's triggered by fighting the enemies. And why not just grab everybody? The reason is because these are all ranged, but we can at least get rid of the little red big things. Nope. Golly. There we go. Come on. Got the wrong thing targeted. None of my attacks were going through. I was wondering what was going on. Let me actually come up to one of these ranged units. My god, I'm like super slowed. Alright, let's grab this one too. Excellent. A lot of enemies, man. These guys take a while to kill. There we go. Finally, my god. Let me go turn that thing right there. Let me try to do it first. Oh, you see, I had pressed my insert key by accident, so my character was walking. That's why I was so slow. I thought it was a debuff at first. But it was just me being stupid. There's a low grinding sound, but nothing else. Let's see what that does. Some ancient device groans beneath the earth. Let me kill this big group here. pull that one as well. The wheel is reluctant to move, but eventually locks into place. 2 Gundaljung queens emerge, even as the western passage crumbles before you. Alright, let's blast these 2 fat ones. Some ugly looking bugs, man. Whoa, am I lagging? Am I super lagging? Alright, I'm back. I'm silenced. There we go. Keep silencing me, man. It's annoying. I just want to do damage. That's all I want to do. There we go.
Will you help me?
Let's keep going deeper in.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Oh my god. So many more enemies. Just round them up as best we can.
Accursed tail.
Wall suddenly collapses beneath the tide of deadly spiders. Alright, fine. I just fight everything. At least I'm getting the Slayer deed done, you know? Might as well get something out of killing so many of these. Alright, let me see if I can bring them over to these ranged ones.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay
blast everything at once.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment? Come and stay a moment,
finish
friend.
this one off real quick. Perfect. Done. Sweet. Let's go. More enemies straight ahead. Spiders. That's fine, because then these aren't ranged. I can literally just round them up and blast them all. Come on, everybody.
I am at your service.
Big nasty group. Let's do a brink of victory. And then I guess I can do a war cry. That way I can get multiple AoEs on them.
Greetings.
There we go. Works for me. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Let's go down deeper. Looks like there's more spiders down there. And the big queen. Alright, everybody together. Put a few extra bleeds on the queen herself. Perfect. No, that one's still alive. Dang
Greetings.
It. And now I'm stunned. It's the worst spider ever. This is the longest stun ever. The room's now clear to spider. Ori arrives. Oh, nice of you to join us. If I am right, we should be very near the upper armories. I will spin this wheel and let you through. Bori turns the wheel, revealing a further passage. I will catch up with you after I have finished looking around out here. Or you mean after I'm done killing everything, and then you can just stroll in and claim all the glory. That's fine. That's fine. Not like I'm not used to it in this game. Quite an epic chamber here. Look at this. An incredible sight unfolds before you. Boy the dwarf wounded but still alive. Pretty epic. Let me jump down here. Sweet, so he's at a treasure hoard, and look at this. Look at that guy. At least he died happy, right? He died in a pile of gold. Good for him.
The beast in the water. Beware.
I cannot believe Ron shudders with the very effort of speech. The beast in the water. Beware, friends. Theoretically, I guess I should have done this before I killed the Watcher in that raid, so it makes more sense. Alright. So let me actually run in here and destroy some of these tentacles. I don't know if I'm doing AoE damage or not, but we'll just pretend that I am. No, I wasn't doing any. I'm just gonna go around and kill these. And I'll focus on the Watcher himself. And I'm like drowning down here. You know what? Let's just fight him. Pissed. Gonna put a ton of bleeds on him.
Traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Let's do a mighty blow. Now let's go ahead and do a brink of victory. This is really just about trying to get. Oh, never mind. He slips beneath the surface and is gone. But I've already killed him in a previous episode, so it's all good.
I need your help, my friend.
Are you really here, my friends? Is this some apparition? Boring coughs. And you see for the first time the axe shining by his side. An axe so fair, bright, and cold that can only be made with mithril.
Too much to ask.
Pretty nice axe. Boring catches your glance and smiles weakly. The beast brought me to this place, thinking to save me for later, I expect. One of its victims bore this. He's all bones now, but I owe him my life, whoever he was. I could keep the beast at bay with the axe made of mithril, but did not have the strength to escape. I would surely have starved. You say Bori is with you? What a wonder. I shall give him a surprise, I expect. Good old Bori. So, I guess he had the axe? That's very exciting. So, looks like our friend Broin, from all the way back in the walls of Moria at the end of the Eregion season, is still alive. We completed the instance. Let us get out of here, Kippen. I'm glad this place will not be my grave.
Through the heroic efforts of the heroes of Eriador, Rowan is brought out alive from the flooded depths of Moria. From the mists of legend, he brings with him the mithril axe Ziegelberg. Will the axe be enough to sway the balance of power in Moria, or have the dwarves already suffered too many losses?
So that's good news.
We are heroes, my friend.
Kippen, we are heroes. Broin lives and the mithril axe Ziegelberg has come out of the darkness just at our time of greatest need. Can you believe our good fortune? Why, at this rate, in a week's time, we will surely drive the last orc howling like a cur from Moria. Let's take a look at some of these rewards. These aren't terrible, but mine is still better.
Rowan is resting in the peaceful path, recovering from his injuries.
You should go now to see Broin. I know that he will want to speak with you about the grand adventure. He's resting in the peaceful path. I think that my father has made from those recovering from wounds received while reclaiming the mines from the orcs and other unwelcome creatures that dwell in this place. The entrance to the peaceful path is along Durin's Way, northeast of the gardens there. There you should find Broin recovering from his ordeal. Alright, so I got all that. Got a new deed complete. File Mall. So I guess that's for killing the Watcher at 3 different locations. at the Walls of Moria, at the Drowned Treasury, and of course at the Vile Maw instance. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer episode, but I don't want to leave this unfinished. So Durin's Way, northeast of the gardens. So I think if I go to, let's see, Jazzer Gun, that might put me pretty close to it. Yeah, that's pretty close. Not bad. So let's go that way. Well, that got pretty interesting. Can't believe Boren's alive. That's very good news. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and turn north at some point here. Let's go this way. Oh my god, is it on the other side of this wall? It better not be. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay. Ah, that sucks. Let's see if I can find a way around. Oh, that wasn't too bad. There we go. The peaceful path. It's not very peaceful, man. It's like surrounded by enemies. The finest healers of the Iron Garrison work here to cure the hurts of all wounded. I was badly hurt by the Deep Claw, but the beast got my leg. I returned the favor. I'm sorry, the pain is too great to speak.
I have had enough of adventure, my friend. Would that I had never come here.
Friend Kippen, I thank you for rescuing me. This is not the adventure I had in mind when we arrived at Holo. When the creature of the pool took me from before the doors of Durin, I thought I was doomed. But the creature must have had mind to save me as some prey for later. And so I was left within the watery treasury in the depths of Moria, as was Oin so many years ago. We found Zigglebird Kippen. Who knows how long he wielded it to fend off the monstrous creature in the depths. And yet, in the end, even with the mithril axe itself, he could not escape. That would have been the fate as well for myself if you had not found your way into the watery depths and driven away the beast. I desire adventures no more, no songs or tales for me. I have had enough. So I guess that dwarf skeleton we saw was Oin, at least within the Lord of the Rings Online world.
Tell Bori not to wield Zigglebird. I fear the X may be cursed.
You have rescued me from the Drowned Treasury, but still I am afraid. I feared that the recovery of Zigglebird will prove ill for the dwarves. There is something about this axe that fills me with dread, and I worry it will awaken unwholesome greed in my people. Already Bori has risked much for his desire for the weapon. Please return to the Chamber of Leadership and tell Bori of my concerns. His words as we left the flooded chambers, where I had been trapped by the Watcher, filled me with worry. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Lots of excellent things happen within the storyline. I mean, who thought we would have seen Broin alive again? There are too few of us healers to meet the demands of all the injured. But in the next one, I think I will meet you back at the Chamber of Leadership, so we can continue with some of the epic storyline here, and we'll go from there. So, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. Last episode was quite epic. We went to the Drowned Treasury, and we met an old friend. So let's turn in the quest here to Bori.
Broin worries for nothing. Zigglebird is a fine weapon, and will serve us well.
What tidings do you bring from my friend? Broin is worried. He has been through much hardship. but he must realize that the glory that awaits us. We are so near to casting the orcs out of Moria that I can taste it. We cannot stop now. Now that we have the means for victory. Do you not know the story of Azog? I will not recount it for you now, for it is grim, but know that Mazog, spawn of his spawn, is surely hewn from the same block as he, terrible and merciless. More of our scouts have returned, and they believe that they have found the location of Mazog's fortress. It is in a place called Zabagathol in Nudmelek. One such scout, Bloomer, is located near Zabagathol. Travel to Nudmelek and speak with him. So not quite ready to travel to Nudmelek yet. We still have to finish up some other regions in Moria. So what I'm going to be doing this episode is actually one of the first 6-man instances in Moria. I'm going to be doing the Grand Stairs over in the Red Horn Road since I finished most of the quests there for now. So some of these instance quests are stacked and layered on top of each other such that it's very confusing to pick up all the quests. This guy is just a repeat of the Drawn Treasury instance, so not going to be doing that. So there are many quests at the Grand Stairs, and I will show you how to actually unlock all of them. Let me actually remove this from the tracker for now. Alright, so I think I speak with this guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
No, I don't think this is it. This is for another instance.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
That's another instance as well. So I think it's actually this guy back here.
Stand and speak with me.
Yes.
The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
So basically, this quest is going to open up another quest. It's going to open up more quests. It will open up more quests, and eventually you're just going to have a page full of quests here for the Grand Stairs. So let's go ahead and start picking up some of these. My scouts have sent me rumors of a foe named Mazog giving orders to the forces of evil in Moria. I would hazard a guess that they mean to make war against the east, burning through the forest as they go. This must not be allowed to take place, not while I draw breath, nor any of the dwarves here in Moria. Too long have we been exiled from this place, and too long will we suffer the elves, if the elves are harmed because we were away. I have sent my brothers below to scout 2 locations in which we have seen greater numbers of orcs. The first of them is at the Orc Watch, southwest of here. You will want to go there and speak with Avar, the eldest. My second brother is at Anazamrikim, and he goes by the name of Palmar. The youngest, Tater, is somewhere in God, I hate pronouncing that one. Anazarmikim. When you have done all that they ask, return to me. Alright. So, I believe now what we do is I can head over to the Orc Watch.
Here a moment and speak with me.
Let me see if I can get my right travel skill here. My God, I always forget which one it is. There we go. So once you pick up that quest, you're gonna have a bunch that actually open up in the Orc Watch area. Okay. So let me get on my goat just for facility here. And I'll speak with this fine gentleman, Avar.
We have seen naught of Durin's Bane. Beware if you journey into Moria.
So that quest I picked up in the 21st hall allows me to pick up this quest, and you can see that after I speak with him, I'm gonna get a bunch of other quests that are gonna open up. Narfi was wise to send us help. We have been watching the Grand Stair for some time, and I fear that we are woefully outnumbered. I have split our numbers. Myself, Oser, and Thithran have placed our focus on different forces arrayed within the Grand Stairs. When all our tasks are complete, I will vouch for you and Narfi, and we will lay claim to this area once again. Until that time, however, there is much to explain. Within the Grand Stair are 5 tribes of orcs and trolls. There are those from beyond Khazad-dûm, the White Hand, and the Warg Riders. I have set Thithran to the task of tracking their movement. The second are the deep-dwelling forces of trolls and orcs of fire. Oser watches over this host. Lastly, there are the Moria orcs, flocking to Egosh the Fanatic, a lieutenant of Mazog. Egosh has collected wealth untold on his throne at the crest of the Grand Stair. I know not what he will do with the treasure, but I know that there must be a way to lay claim to it all. When we are satisfied that the tasks set before you here at the Grand Stair are complete, I will send you back to Northie at the 21st Hall. Alright, and again, that opens up all those quests.
If we are to find Mathom and Khazad-dûm, we will have to deal with the orcs.
I have watched the comings and goings of the orcs here and come to know that there are two great notes. The first is Egosh, a fanatical leader who is pledging to serving Mazog. He rules the Grand Stairs and uses the Devoted, the second of these orcs of note, to keep his troops cowed. Egosh collects great tributes from the orc tribes and stores them in his throne room. He coerces them into delivering more of this tribute to him in an effort to play them against one another and to gain wealth for his master. I have paid closer attention on this foe so that we might ruin his power and drive him from the Grand Stair. There are two tasks I would have you complete to satisfy my call for assistance. Will you aid me? So that opens up more quests, and you can just see how this just branches on forever.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I know little of Egosh, only that he is followed without question, and that his Devoted seems to be nothing more than an ordinary weak-willed orc. The two of them clutch the many tribes with an iron fist, commanding and taking at will, always unchallenged. Egosh commands his forces from on high, and the path to him should be clear. Climb the old bridges up to the highest platform. There I suspect he will sit vainly upon his crude throne. But beware, his Devoted will be keeping watch along the way. Make your way northeast of here, Kippen. There you should enter the Grand Stair and defeat Egosh and his Devoted. But be wary, for the stair climb is high. A false step will be your doom. Only sure-footed folk should risk the excursion. May the paths of the dwarves guide your feet well.
If we are to find Mathom and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Egosh's throne days is patrolled by his master guard. These orcs seem to be of the same breed found throughout Khazad-dûm, but are stronger and more deadly. We must be diligent in dealing with these orcs, lest they bring their war plans to fruition. You will find the orcs beyond the bridges of the Grand Stairs northeast of the Orc Watch.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Orc riders make their way through the mountainous passes and crags of the Misty Mountains. It is no surprise that they have thrown their lot in with the Moria orcs, but this is an alliance that cannot be allowed to remain. I have two tasks for you regarding the Warg Riders of Moria. Will you hear me out? Some more branching out.
We can only hope that Durian's Bane sleeps deeply.
Among the Warg Riders I watched enter the Grand Stair, I saw many scouts who made certain that the host was neither followed nor traps laid before them. Among the full entourage also walked trainers, whipping and cursing at the youngest wargs who walked without riders. These forces must not be allowed to finish their goals. You must enter the Grand Stair northeast of the Orc Watch and defeat these enemies before they can complete their devious objectives.
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
One by one, orcs traveled up the hallways towards the entrance of the Grand Stair. At their head, riding a warg scarred by many battles, rode a banner-bearing goblin. I heard his name echoed from the forces as they cheered, seeing the entrance to their new home. Their tribute rested on litters dragged by other warg riders. Lothrock, the Vile, a scourge of the Misty Mountain and leader of the Warg Riders, entered at their head. Never have I seen such a terrifying beast ridden by such a confident goblin. They must be destroyed, and to accomplish this you must enter the Grand Stair northeast of the Orc Watch.
We can only hope that Durian's Bane sleeps deeply.
I have watched the orcs arriving from the south, and I tell you that they have no plans to remain loyal to the forces of Moria. They have intentions all on their own, and if given leave, may yet unseat the current leader here and take command of his forces for their own purposes. We cannot let this happen, so I must charge you with the task of thwarting them. Two tasks do I have, so listen well.
We can only hope that Durian's Bane sleeps deeply.
Reports from all throughout Khazad-dûm say that the orcs of the White Hand have no intention to kneel to Mazog, but they will come to the Grand Stairs offering their tribute to Egosh. Still, they stand among the orcs within Khazad-dûm. When you breach the Grand Stair northeast from the Orc Watch, seek to defeat the White Hand orcs where they stand. There are many of these foes to be found within, the lesser simpler being akin to their master in many ways. Be cautious and decisive in your assault, Kippen.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
The leaders of the White Hand are a pair of powerful Urukai, a breed of orc I have never seen before. They wield the power of shadow and strength enough to knock even the sturdiest dwarf off his feet. Nardur and Ilskal, those are their names. I heard as I watched them argue all the way to the mouth of the Grand Stair. Each of them spoke in a hushed whisper, growing loud enough at times to make out words betrayal and assault. Whether they mean to make war on Egosh is unclear, but it should be noted that it would be less difficult to dispose of Egosh if they were not present. You will find Nardur and Ilkal in the Grand Stair northeast of the Orc Watch. Alright, so I got one more dwarf to help out down here. And of course he's going to branch off some quests as well.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
My charges include the trolls and orcs of fire. Watching over them as I do, I must ask that you complete the tasks I lay before you with regard to each. The trolls of the deep are unique in that they are savage and brutal as any other troll, but they require handlers to keep them in line, preventing them from entering such a terrible frenzy that will kill without thoughts of merit. Therein lies the strength of our assault. Of course, there is also the matter of the great foe among these trolls.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
In my earliest moments here at the Orc Watch, I knew that there were terrible things in the deep. I heard rumblings through the walls, and then one night as I stood outside the Grand Stair to the northeast, I heard drums, giant drums carried by goblin slaves, pounded in a terrible rhythm by other goblin slaves, all under the watch of an Uruk handler with a sharp brand. These goblins also carried a massive litter, and on that litter slept a massive troll. It's just heaved in time with the drum beats, and I could see a massive scar on its chest. As I watched, one of the goblins lost its footing and slid into the depths below along with the drum on its back. The other goblins stopped drumming, and without warning, the troll leapt awake and began slaughtering the goblins. Only after a moment of poking and violence administered by the Uruk did the beast quiet. The drumming began anew, and the troll fell back into slumber. Whether it is a gift or a weapon to be used against Egosh, it must be destroyed. Enter the Grand Stair and find this beast. When you have accomplished this task, return to me.
Well met, friend. Welcome.
My responsibilities include the
time.
Gosh High and the Trolls of the Deep. Watching over them as I do, I must ask that you complete the tasks that lay before you with regard to each. The Fire Orcs feel the forges in the depths near Anazamakim, and their appearance here confirmed that tribute is being paid to their leader of the Orcs in Moria, Mazov. I have two tasks that must be met to ensure that their war host is crippled and their numbers lowered in this place. Complete these tasks within the Grand Stair, and you will earn a measure of my respect.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
While the Gashai proved to be a potent foe, they too have leaders, and theirs made his way into the Grand Stair some time ago. The Gashai tend to gather near flame. When you make your way to the Grand Stair, search for a source of flame, and there you will find their leader.
Might you lend me any?
Find him and destroy him, so that we might more easily remove the foe from the Grand Stair. Travel to the northeast of the Orc Watch and find the entrance to the Grand Stair.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
The Gashai are terrible creatures, bred to harness and enjoy the touch of flame. At least that is what I surmise about these orcs. They glow like torches against the silent dark walls of Khazad-dûm, and have seen many terrible foes enter the Grand Stair. We must do what we can to thin their numbers and destroy their hold in the depths. Enter the Grand Stairs to the northeast of the Orc Watch and hunt down their numbers.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Watching the Grand Stairs as I have, I can tell you that the troll handlers keep the trolls from entering terrible frenzies.
I
this is the
am at
case
your
with the beast,
service.
but there is no reason to think that any other troll is not capable of the same terror. The handlers of the Uruks are the Uruks, and they strengthen the trolls which they watch over. I think that thinning their numbers may turn the trolls into something of a weapon against the other. Warhost is a symbol of the Grand Stairs. If not, then we have still rid the world of a few Uruks. Grand Stairs lie to the northeast of here. Be careful, Kibben. Alright, so I'm gonna spend like all episode just reading quests. I don't know why I dismounted here. As always, you can pull this up from the instance finder, but for cinematic purposes, I do like to ride there. And it's really not too far away, if I remember correctly. This instance is kind of mazy a little bit, so it's easy to get lost, and there's a few dynamics that have a time limit within the instance, so you kind of have to know what you're doing a little bit. Now there's also a couple of quests in the 21st Hall, I believe. The 21st Hall has instances or quests for all the 6 instances here that cycle depending on what day of the week it is. So depending on the weekday, you may get some Grand Stair quests or some forges or some of the other instances. So it's going to take several runs for me to actually do all the quests here in the Grand Stairs. But for now, I'm just going to run through, do as many of the quests that I can, and then I will come back to this at some point. As always, you can go to my completionist checklist at renaissancegaming.net/lotro.html. Scroll down to the instances and you will see what I'm missing and what I have accomplished in the Grand Stairs. There's a ton of deeds in there as well that I'm going to have to work on at some point, but not right away. Alright, so I need to find a way northeast of here. I feel like I need to be up above somewhere. On the other side of this mountain range. This looks promising though. Let me come up through here. Actually, up through here. So yeah, that was a ridiculous amount of quests, but I think I have them all. Minus the weekday-based ones from the 21st Hall. So this looks very promising, I think. Headed in the right direction here. Maybe not. Dang it. So looks like there's a campfire over here, maybe? See if I can get to the right place. That's very weird. It's all the way up there, but how do I get up there? I don't know how I get up there. Might have to do a little bit of editing here if I get lost for too long. It looks like from the side there. Okay, so from down here it looks like. Just have to step back and take a look, I guess. And I take that back. There's one more quest that I do need to pick up still. And I'll pick it up momentarily here at the campfire.
What do you need? What do you need?
Alright. I've discovered the Gate of Ruin. Excellent. So, these instances here in Moria, there are class quests that will pertain to them. And if you're not of the class that the quest pertains to, you still get a quest to help somebody of that class. So, the Path of the Trapper lending a hand. Greetings, Kippen. There are many hunters who seek the Path of the Trapper, but not all can accomplish their task alone. You should seek to aid your fellow hunters along their path. The greatest danger your fellow will face is at the Grand Stair. Go now. Prove your honor. Right. So now I am officially ready to go in here. So I will find a fellowship and I will meet you guys on the inside.
In elder days, this place once served as a grand portal to many levels and halls within Moria. But since the ruin of Moria, it has become a den of many orc tribes. Mathom, he who rules the orcs of Moria, exacts his tribute here through his many ego.
Alright, so let's start this instance up. Got a level 113 captain for my kinship who's going to be helping out. He was eating some ribs. But I think now we're ready to roll. It's a really fun instance. I really enjoy it. And you can do some quick runs of it, but to do a full clear, there are several branch points here. Look here, Narder. Spittle-licking warg riders, worthless wretches, riding curs. Curs and wretches? Remember, Urk, you are a guest of Gosthorpe. Best you remember that, lest you find yourself cast in the deep dark.
Greetings,
Hold your
traveler.
tongue, maggot, or you will raise my ire and force my hand. Listen well to your brethren, or you shall learn the true meaning of fear. White Hand tires of this ruse.
What
and
do you
its
need?
time is at hand, Nador.
Woe betide me.
You will know the meaning of terror.
I
Feel
am
your fear.
beset by
Foolish Sharku will have your head for this. Now we must attack these orcs. You worry too much, Nardur. What is this?
Might you lend an
You
ear
see
to
the
a
intruders,
dwarf in
Nardur?
me?
Ready our forces. I will ready our troop. Bill's called, Igash is devoted.
Will you stop
We will
and hear
fall to my
my
blade and we
accursed
will claim the
tale?
tribute of the White Hand. You have 10 minutes. Go now, Nardur. Make ready for battle. Moria will fall to the White Hand.
I
Come,
am
creatures,
at
come
your
and face
service.
death. Don't face fear, face me.
Welcome.
We have 10 minutes to chase
You've
down
come
Nardur
at a
and
most fortuitous
fight him
time.
before he meets a terrible fate, so we'll see. You will come to know terror.
Come and stay us.
I see the rat in our midst.
How may I be of assistance?
This guy's really not doing as much damage as I thought he would, but that's alright. I think we'll be okay here. There you go. So there's gonna be some deeds here, of course. Let me just remind this guy that we need to kill Nardur within 10 minutes. Although I said that in